The crypto markets are absolutely freaking pumping, and I love it. New all-time highs happening all over the place. And today I'll dive into technicals for Bitcoin, talk about some of the all-time highs and what that actually means for these assets. As well, we have a major Australian bank offering Bitcoin now to their customers. Very bullish prediction for Ethereum, and a Shiba Inu whale is back from the dead. All of that and more in today's video. My name is Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrencies. So if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe just stay up to date with, then you definitely need to subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, if you can take just a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button just for the YouTube algorithm, I would massively appreciate it. So thank you so much in advance for taking a quick moment out of your day to tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you do want to get a notification when I put out a new video, click on the notification bell. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report designed to help keep you ahead of the curve in this fast moving market. Every single issue, you're going to get a deep dive altcoin report, a DeFi tutorial, taking you step by step to make some of the best yields in the market, interviews with an industry leader, token sales, portfolio updates, airdrops, NFTs, and much, much more. All of that for less than $10 a week, meaning this is the most value-packed and at the same time most affordable investor report on the market. Click on the link down below me here where you can learn more about becoming a member today. Let's get into the charts. So, Bitcoin doing a thing right now. It has broken out beyond $62,000. We saw rising volume as the prices were kind of coming down here to test this key trend line, flipping it from resistance into support, boom. Resistance turned into support, boom. Resistance turned into support, boom. Resistance turned into support. Just beautiful. It's a beautiful chart. I absolutely love this. Then, of course, we did get that volume stepping up. You can see the rising volume here as we were testing the resistance, flipping it into support, right? And now we saw that nice breakout on the daily, coming back up above $62,000. Now this has been a very, very tricky area for Bitcoin. As we were discussing yesterday, Bitcoin has seen a lot of rejections right around $62,000. It has been a key area of price resistance for Bitcoin. Let's see if this is the breakout that will finally move us beyond this area and of course up to a new all-time high for Bitcoin, because it's been so long since we've had one of those. Come on, it's been like 2 weeks already, Bitcoin. What are you doing, man? We need another new all-time high for the market. Now, interesting too, I'd like to point out this here. This is the Bitcoin Bollinger Band width chart. So, Bollinger Bands, they are used to look at volatility in the markets. We're not actually going to bring up the main Bollinger Bands. We're just looking at the Bollinger Band width charts because this is basically an oscillator of volatility. So when we normally get these very, very low readings, we tend to come into a moment of volatility. Now, the Bollinger Band width indicator, it's not great at telling us what kind of volatility is coming, just that volatility is coming. As you can see here, for example, this was a very low reading and it was downward volatility. We can see here a similar reading and we had a little bit of downward action before a massive, of course, launch higher. We can see here as well, this was a indicator right before, of course, we had a big move up and the 20% flash crash that happened back in the day. So we could be expecting Bitcoin with a low reading on the Bollinger Band width indicator here to be saying that we are in for some volatility. Let's, of course, hope that it's upside volatility. The market has been wildly, wildly bullish over the last few days. Everyone's getting silly rich. It's the new paradigm money, etc., etc. So it's nice to see the market behaving in a very bullish way right now, and we are probably expecting some volatility. Let's hope it is upside volatility. If so, keep in mind we are currently only about 6% away from a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Bitcoin can do that with just a sneeze, achoo, and it's a new all-time high. However, if we fail to hold $62,000, your key areas to be watching will be anywhere right along this line here. So that could take us all the way back down to, for example, $58,000, which is another key area of price support, lining up right around here. We shall see, though, what happens, of course, in the coming days. But the market's feeling pretty good. Moon-vember is here. And look, the same people who are out there saying, look, Lark, Uptober's just a word you made up, man. Uptober's not real. Uptober was real. Moon-vember is also real. I like the names, they're funny, but realistically, this is based on actual historical data. I know history does not define the future, but history does rhyme quite a bit. And usually, Novembers are pretty good months for the equity markets. They're usually pretty good months for the cryptocurrency markets. In particular, the year after a Bitcoin halving tends to be a very good November. So we are currently in Moon-vember. Moon-vember. And as our Moon-vember continues to move forward, we're coming up to a very, very major milestone. Right now, crypto, the entire crypto market cap, all the madness, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, all the layer 1 stuff, all the DeFi stuff, all the meme coins, coming up to a $3 trillion market cap. We're close. We're only like $100 billion away. What's $100 billion between friends anyway? Basically $3 trillion. Wowzers. That is absolutely crazy. What a time to be in the market. Oh, man. I remember when it was a tenth of that. Holy cow. Look how far we have come. And of course, how far we still have to go. Realistically, Bitcoin alone, just that one asset, just Bitcoin, is going to have a $10 trillion market cap one of these days. Right now, all crypto combined, still just $3 trillion, making it, of course, just a few $100 billion more valuable, all of that stuff combined, than Apple. Which sometimes you might be looking at the markets and thinking, man, I'm so late, I missed out on everything. You have not missed out on everything. We're still just a $3 trillion cap. We're probably going to see a $100 trillion, maybe a $50 trillion, maybe just a $30 trillion market cap for all cryptos by the end of the decade. That means everything in your bag, well, maybe not everything, but most of the things in your bag are going to go to the moon if you can simply hodl on long enough. Of course, proper risk management, take profits, all that jazz along the way, obviously, but this asset class is just getting started. We're just starting to see these first big moves of mainstream adoption happening. But we still only have a few 100 million people who have ever used crypto, ever in the history of crypto. We're going for billions of users, and we'll get them. And we'll get them. It's just a matter of time. And of course, the funny thing about the prices going higher is that the assets become more real when they've made it. The higher the price of Bitcoin goes, the more serious of an asset it is. The higher the price of Ethereum goes, the more serious an asset it is. Nobody wanted to buy Bitcoin at $3,000. Everybody wants to buy it at $60,000. Nobody wanted to buy Solana at $5. Everyone wants to buy it at $200. Nobody wanted to buy Ethereum at $100. Everyone wants to buy it at $4,500. It's just how it works. The markets are crazy, man. But the more a coin makes it, the more people want to buy it, which attracts more money in, making the price go higher, making more people want to buy it. It's kind of a virtuous cycle of people FOMOing in and buying the asset the higher the price goes. I don't make the rules. That's just human emotions, guys. That's how it works. And yeah, we are getting a lot of new all-time highs, which is a big validation for so many of these assets. Solana, now the 5th largest cryptocurrency per market cap, it flipped Cardano today. Of course, we're seeing a lot of great farms and NFTs and all this stuff popping up on Solana. We'll see others dragging up to new all-time highs pretty soon as well. But we're seeing a lot of these blockchains starting to really absorb mass amount of users, especially everything not named Ethereum. Ethereum did like 1.5 million transactions yesterday, but it's maxed out. Well, close to being maxed out, we could say. We need, of course, Ethereum to scale. It's become the chain for the rich users, basically. All these other chains are out there absorbing demand. Solana is a nice user experience. I like using Solana. I've played around on a lot. I like using Avalanche. Avalanche is great. There's lots of cool blockchains out there to be using right now, and money is flowing into this stuff. People are piling into these different assets, and the prices continue to go higher. Now let's talk about Shiba Inu. Now, remember, it was last week. We were talking about the guy who bought like $8,000 worth of Shiba Inu about a year ago, and it's turned into like $5 billion worth of Shiba Inu, and he hadn't touched it. He hadn't touched it. He's back. He's alive. He's moving the Shiba Inu around. I'm just blown away here. I'm blown away. Can you just, what? What? This is the trade of the universe. I mean, this is insane. He turned $8,000 into $5 billion. And he's diamond-handed it all this time. All this time. Up until now, he hasn't even touched it. The wallet's been completely inactive. Well, that wallet is now moving. We are now seeing the SHIB move around. He's moved out multiple lots of Shiba Inu at this stage in, casual $600 million lots, as you can see here. So we can see he is moving some stuff around. Big movements happening though here for this wallet user. I mean, I can't believe it. I'm blown away. I hope he sells some. Come on, man. Take $600 million at least off the table. You're set for generations for your family. You can keep $4 billion worth of SHIB if it makes you happy. But man, take some money off the table. Holy cow. Who doesn't sell at that point? Who doesn't sell? At this point, by the way, it looks like he's just moving that SHIB around to different wallets. Obviously, having $5 billion sitting in one wallet is not particularly advisable, so you want to split it up a little bit. I hope this guy's going to sell some, though. I really do. Dude, if you're hearing this message, take some damn profits. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? You're crazy. Yeah. Okay, on to the Australia news. Australia's largest bank, the Commonwealth Bank, with 6.5, not 5.6, 6.5 million customers, is now going to allow its customers to buy Bitcoin, to sell Bitcoin, and also to hold Bitcoin via their banking app. How cool is that? This is another big story of just Bitcoin adoption, crypto adoption. It's happening in real time. Mainstream adoption's here. It's growing basically by the day at this point. Incredible. How is anyone macro bearish on crypto? Well, I can understand making some quick term trades. Oh, I think the market's going to go down 10% next week or something. Whatever. That's fine. But look at the big picture, man. Crypto's going just to the moon, and we're still just in the earlier phases of it. We're not super early. We're not late yet either, though. This is massive. I absolutely love these kind of stories, and I like how it's actually for everybody. You see what's happened in the U.S., again, Australia kicking the U.S.'s butt here in terms of Bitcoin adoption because they're going to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF, unlike America's futures-backed Bitcoin ETFs, which are garbage. Australia, this bank, is going to let regular people buy Bitcoin via their bank. You see, in the US, we've seen like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, they're getting into Bitcoin. Yeah, but it's only for their elite rich clients. If you're a regular JP Morgan Chase Bank customer, no Bitcoin for you yet. However, if you are a regular person in Australia at the Commonwealth Bank, well, Bitcoin will now be available to you. This starts from next year, by the way. So if you're a Commonwealth Bank customer and you're going, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this today, you got to wait a few months, but they are going to do this. It is coming, and that's very, very exciting. Not that I would want to store my Bitcoin at my local bank, but I understand why a lot of people would, and I think this is a fantastic story for adoption. I absolutely love it. So good on you, Australian bank. Second very positive story out of Australia this week. So very, very cool stuff. Final story for today. Not so much a story, but Goldman Sachs, those big commercial bank guys. Yeah, those guys. They are saying that the price of Ethereum could rise up to $8,000 within the next 2 months. I feel like that's not even bullish enough. I feel like $10,000 by the end of the year, man. Why stop at 8,000, Goldman Sachs? Come on, man. You're not bullish enough. What are you guys talking about here? Anyway, Goldman Sachs predicting $8,000 per Ethereum. I bring this up not because they're making a price prediction. Everybody can make a price prediction. I bring it up because it just reinforces this fascination that the big money institutional crowd has with Ethereum right now. You see them all talking about it. They're investing in it. They're playing with it, making price predictions about it, of course. Ethereum has really established itself as a major big money favored asset. And you might be wondering, like, sometimes when you go to use Ethereum, you're like, man, it costs $150 to use Uniswap today. Who is doing this? Whales, millionaires, billionaires, institutions. They're clogging the chain up so regular people can't use it, man, these guys. But this is exactly it. These guys are playing the big game here. They're seeing this asset rise in value. They're playing around with millions of dollars at a time. So spending $150 for a transaction, not a big deal for these dudes. It's pricing out retail, the current situation with Ethereum fees, which is, again, as we mentioned, why Solana and Avalanche and all these others are really picking up steam. But here we go, big money. Calling for an $8,000 Ethereum by the end of the year, which is, of course, your question for the day. Do you think that Goldman Sachs is right? Are we going to get an $8,000 Ethereum by the end of the year? Are they not being bullish enough? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.